Hello, good morning dear students, greetings of the day. So from last 2 weeks, from our previous lecture, we have already discussed about the chapter number 15 in social science, okay, government. So we have already completed this present chapter, chapter number 15, government. But this is our revision video. So in this revision video, I am going to explain some of the important topics from this chapter. So important topics are why government required, that we are going to discuss, the type of the governments, democratic government, communist government, monarchy, and the government and the laws. So dear students, without wasting our time, we are going to move further. We are going to focus on our revision. So these are the main topics. So first one is why government required. We have already discussed about why. Okay, so step by step. So each country needs the government to take different decisions and to implement those decisions. So first point is every country. So more than 200 countries are registered in the world. So every country needs the government. Why? So proper to take different decisions. Okay, first is to take different decisions. To take different decisions and to implement those decisions and to implement those decisions. First topic. Second one is our government is required to apply laws and rules. Apply laws and rules. Okay, and forming. Government is this for the forming and reforming the laws. Forming, and also we have to apply it. So according to the constitution. The third one is government is required to apply laws and rules made by it on all people equally in country. So in democracy, the government is required to run administration as per the will of the people. So for the proper administration, to fulfill the will of the people. Will of the people. To fulfill the will of the people. In democratic government, we, the people of India, okay, so India has adopted the democratic parliamentary, democratic assembly. Okay, so in democratic, we the people elect the members, elect the candidates. Okay, so the person who is representing us in the assembly, in the member of the legislative assembly, in Vidhan Sabha, in Vidhan Parishad. Okay, so they have to fulfill the will of the people. They have to fulfill all the requirements, all the basic necessities of the people. If they are not working properly, and after 5 years, the same person will not give, not choose, not elect that person in the next election. So the candidates, the representative of the people, has to fulfill the will of the people. Next topic is, in this way the government is required to maintain peace, law and order. Maintain Law and order in the government for the administration of the country as well as for the progress of the country. So proper administration and for the progress of the country, government works in different level. So next topic is how many governments, what types of the government are there. So there are mainly three types of government. First one is democracy, democratic government, communist government, and the third one is monarchy. So that we are going to discuss in this lecture. So first we are going to discuss about the democratic government or the democracy. What does that mean, democracy? We have already discussed in our live classes democracy and former president of USA, of America, once he quoted there, for the people, by the people, of the people. So people are in the center. Okay. So three types of government. Abraham Lincoln, the system which is run by the people, of the people, and for the people is called democratic government system. Abraham Lincoln. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about democracy. So according to the former president that we have discussed, democratic means the system which is run by the people. The system which is run by the people, work for the people, run for by the people, work for the people, and of the people for the is called democratic governance system. So in democracy, people elect a representative through voting. In democratic, people elect their representative through the election, through the voting in the election. Okay, so this is the basic idea, concept of the democracy. The government is formed with the representative to administer the country. We are electing, we are selecting, okay, we are through the voting in the election. So the person, the candidate, the representative together form the government and for the administer the country, the state, the all representative, those who are elected in the election, they will form the government for the proper administration. Okay, so the government has to govern the country according to the public opinion, as we have discussed in the definition, in the meaning, for the people, by the people, of the people. So government has to work according to the will of the people. They are supposed to do the work for the people. They have to fulfill all the basic requirements about they have to provide food, education, health, road, transportation, all the basic necessities that as a human being that we have to do in our daily life. Okay, food, health, etc. Lots of various requirements are there. So government has to fulfill all these necessary in the democratic government. So the people will not delegate the administration of the country in the next election. If the elected person, elected candidates are not doing their work properly, are not fulfilling the will of the people will then not delegate the same person in the next election. They will cast out. they will give vote to the another candidate, another representative from the party. So they have to work right now. Okay, so this is the basic concept of the democracy. Okay, the second one is communist, that we have already discussed. Communist government. So equal and special importance to given in all the communist government. Now the second type of the government is communist government. Here students, we are discussing the basic main important topics. We are revising the basic important topics from chapter number 15. So second type of the government is communist government. So in communist government, equal and special importance to given in all communist government. Equal and special importance. Equal and special importance will given. Okay, to all people. It manages the governance system on the basis of equality and similarity. Two main characteristics of this communist government. So they manage the governance system on the basis of equality and similarity. First one is equality and the second one is similarity, on the basis of similarity and equality. So in democratic government, the government governs, has to fulfill the will of the people. But in the communist government, they administrate the country on the basis of similarity and equality. Similarity is given to all and equality. Okay, these are the basic two essential, remarkable and notable characteristics of the communist government. So in some countries, I have given you one example: Laos, Vietnam, our neighboring country China. So they have communist government. So the sole person, individuality. Right now, just take one example. In China, who governs? Okay, Xi Jinping. From last 15 years, the sole person, their only sole individual party is governing, has been governing from last more than 15 years. So individuality, the sole person, only one person and their party governs the whole country for the long period of time. They will not change and they have to follow. Okay, so all powers come under into that sole person. In communist government, every section of society is governed economically, intellectually or ideologically on the basis of similarity and equality. Another two main characteristics are there. So individual ruler is there and government, every section of the government of society is governed economically and intellectually. Economically and intellectually. Okay, according to the ideology, according to their way of thinking, their ideology, innovative idea, creative mindset, and economically, they govern the whole country. The ideology of communist government is known as leftist ideology or Daberi. They are also known as communist. They are also known as leftist ideology or Daberi. Or Daberi. Yes. So these are the main topics monarchy that we have discussed, very simple, very easy to understand. Monarchy. So I have given you an example of Mahabharata. I hope you have watched that movie or one of the epic serial on different channels on the TV, and how one king ruled over. He is taking the decisions, and lots of their representative, different gems of the god is assisting to the king. So in monarchy system, the government is ruled by one person. In monarchy, ruled by one person. Okay, ruled by one person. The position of the king is inherited. Okay, in democracy, anybody can become the minister, cabinet minister, chief minister, or prime minister. In communist, one ruling party is continuing his legacy. But in monarchy, only the descendants, only their children and daughter will get the chance to become the ruler, become the king of that particular empire or the kingdom. So people has no right to elect their king. Only the king's child, only the king's children and daughters will become the ruler, will become the king and queen, and inherited the position step by step. We have discussed already in our previous historic chapters. Okay. So the right of people are not maintained in a monarchy. The rights of people are not maintained. Why? Rights of people are not maintained. Why? Why? Because only the king, only the one individual person is ruling the whole state. Nobody has right to give any suggestion except some of the few intimate person, those who are assisting the king to taking different decisions, to implementing different decisions in various situations. So in the monarchy, kings will becomes the law. He does all the work of the state himself. Okay, the decision taken by the king are considered as the final. So if the king is taking some cruel decision, then all have to accept it. Nobody can compromise with it. Okay, so the king's rule, king's decision is the supreme law for that people of that particular kingdom. So this is the basic concept. But in some cases, some of very compassionate kings, kind and loving nature kings, they always think about their people, always working for their welfare. They build houses, canals, forts, providing basic necessity, basic requirements. But in other side, some of the cruel kings are there who only think about himself only, not thinking about the people of their state. So that is why that people will face brutality of the nature of that particular king. So this kind of government is in the monarchy. Okay. The importance of the democratic government, communist government and the monarchy. The next point will be the values of the government, the values of the democracy. The value of the democracy. The value of democracy. The spirit of freedom, unity, equality and brotherhood. The spirit of freedom, equality and brotherhood. Freedom, equality and brotherhood. Okay, the spirit of freedom, equality and brotherhood are the values of the democratic. One mark question I would ask in examination. What are the values of the democracy? So your answer should be this. The values of the democracy are freedom, equality and brotherhood. So a democratic government preserves the values of democracy by keeping the Constitution of India in their mind to ensure equality, security and convenience for all. A democratic government implements launches different schemes for the public welfare. They provide scholarship, they provide special scheme for the poor, homeless, for the unemployment of people, younger ones, for the children, for the women empowerment, for the elder citizens, for the government officers, for the workers, for the laborers, okay, for the handicaps. So government will think, will make a plan and take decision how to grow this kind of people, how to uplift. So they are in democracy. The government, the democratic government, the representative, the minister, the cabinet minister, always try to uplift the people and the status of their people. Okay, so these are the values of the democracy. So keeping in the view of values of democracy, so they provide security. Okay, that we are the people of the India. Okay, and the other last one is government and the law. So if the laws framed by the government, so there are three levels of the government: local level, okay, state level, and the national level. Local level means city, okay, local level village or small town. The state level takes charge of the entire state. The national level takes the charge of the entire nation. So these are the three levels of the government. Levels and the organs of the government are both different. So there are three organs of the government. First one is legislative, second one is executive, and the third one is judiciary. The first organ of the government is legislative. Who frames the law? Frames the law. The second one is executive. Who execute the law on the people. Execute the law. And the third one is judiciary. Seeks the law to be followed. Okay, or impart justice. Impart justice. So executive and in the legislative assembly, different candidates, okay, always framing and reforming the different law, and the laws that has been taken, that has been made in the assembly, that has to be followed by the police officers, by the different government officers to the public, by the executive officers, okay, and the judiciary. If the person is not satisfied that he is not getting the justice from the government, so he can appeal to the High Court or Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court or High Court or the district level court will give justice, provide justice to the needy, and also suggest and make an order to the government. So these are the basic points that we have been discussing from last 2 weeks. So dear students, this chapter is very easy. The concept we have concluded that the values of the democracy and the government and the law Why law is necessary? Without the law, just imagine what would be the situation condition of if there would be no any proper administration. Nobody can run, nobody can live properly. Okay, so the government governs, manages, administrates, run the government through the various officers by taking different decisions to the different democratic, communist and the monarchy system. So that we have been discussing. So dear students, this is the revision of chapter number 15 government. Still if you have any question, any doubts, any confusion regarding to this chapter number 15 government, just call me or message me anytime regarding to the subject, regarding to any topic from SS social science, okay, regarding to the upcoming examination. So let me give you one more information. In last live class I have given you the information about the you have to purchase 2 map for your upcoming examination. If you want to purchase or buy more than 2 world political and Indian political, that I would ask 5 marks question will be there from map. So you have to purchase it, Indian political, and the second one is world political. So different question would be there in the map. So dear students, in activity you have to do it, in examination the question would be there. So you have to prepare. Okay. So dear students, I hope we will meet very soon in upcoming videos, in upcoming live classes. Revision will be there from next week. So for now, looking forward to see you soon on the live class on the different videos. Have a nice day. Bye. God bless you all. Thank you.